Oh, that sun got bright quick. What's up, guys? Welcome to a camping episode. Finally, getting out. Gonna do a little photography. Very excited. Some hiking. We're in some mountains in southern Arizona next to a very seasonal and very full creek. We've had a very good snow melt apparently, because there's a lot of water in this creek that's usually dry. On the upside, there was a giant waterfall that I just went and shot for sunrise. That was pretty cool. I didn't vlog any of it because camera lady's not here and my shoulder's still messed up. Surgery is going to be June 6th, I think, so that's coming up quick. It's mid-April right now. Very excited about that. But for today, one of the reasons why I came out here, other than just to camp and get away, hang out with a friend, is I want to try some new stuff. Just kind of a new mentality, really. And Peak Design a while back had sent me a couple of bags, and this is in no way, shape, or form sponsored at all. But they had sent me some stuff for my travels for Scotland, and one of the things they sent me was a sling. I've had it for a while and I haven't used it very much yet, but I got the sling and I was thinking, I was telling them about my shoulder and everything, and it's like, maybe the sling will be a good idea because I can wear it on this shoulder and have this shoulder free, because the backpacks really kill my shoulders right now. But you know, the big thing here is the things that I feel like I need to do to better my photography have nothing to do with like skills and techniques and gear, other than like taking less gear. And that's where like I want something smaller than, you know, my big backpacks. I don't want to take everything that I have. I want to, you know, I want to condense my lenses. I want to condense my gear. I want to take a smaller pack, and then I want to be, because that is going to be the second thing that's going to lead to the second thing that's going to help me, I think, be a better photographer just for me, and that is just getting out more. I'll be more willing to get out if I have less gear and if I have less things and if I'm less burdened, you know. So that's one of the things where I'm just going to go do some birding today, see if I can get anything cool. I'm going to do a little hiking. And I'm going to test out this sling, and it's not even in the tent. It must be in my car. But let's go check it out, and I'm going to have some breakfast and some tea, and then I'll see you guys back on the trail in just a minute. Vlog on the phone for a second so I can show you guys my setup with both cameras. So I've got the R5 and the 1-500, and then I've got the sling, and I've got the capture clip on there with the R6, the R6 Mark II, and the 24-1.8. Makes for a nice lightweight for, you know, comparatively speaking. And then in the bag I've got some water, an extra microphone, some snacks, you know, but it's nice because it's keeping it off of my right shoulder. Normally I wouldn't have the vlogging camera right there because camera lady would be with me and she'd have her own setup and everything, which means that if I had a backpack I would have this clipped on to the bag and not around my neck, but I'll be holding this most of the time anyways, and I won't be vlogging like while I'm walking and stuff. So alright, well, my friend sees something up there. I'm hoping to get a better shot of an Arizona woodpecker, some warblers, maybe a trogon. It's a little early, but it could happen. But if you guys haven't seen the video I did last year, almost a year ago, well, I think we went out like early May, almost a year ago, I got some really great stuff on that trip. It was a great video. Go check that one out, just in case I don't get any good photos here. My friend's got a Sony set up. Should I jack his gear and make him use this guy and then tell everybody I'm switching to Sony? That'd probably like explode my channel, don't you think? I do like that 2-600 lens though. Wish Canon would get something like that. Oh wow, there's the red face right behind camera lady, of course, a little far away. So it's a couple days later. We are no longer in Arizona, we're back in New Mexico, just on a local trail. Didn't have too much luck filming without camera lady, but I did end up getting some nice stuff. The waterfall stuff, actually, after I went home and edited them, turned out really well, and I was pretty happy because that waterfall was difficult to photograph. It was really hard to find compositions, but I'm happy with the few that I got. And then we did end up finding the trogon, which was one of my target birds. That was pretty cool. So I got a couple of shots of him. Very happy about that. Not too much else that I was really super stoked on. A couple of red-faced warblers, but I'm excited because back here in the Gila, my local trails and stuff, the red-faced warblers are back. And I actually got an okay shot just now. Painted redstarts are back, very excited about that. So lots of good migration warblers, summer warblers here. Very excited. And that just kind of leads me into, you know, the whole things that I need to do to become a better photographer thing for me is, you know, the lightness. Just having this this sling here has really helped. Well, for one, it's helping my shoulder. For two, as long as I don't pack it too much, you know, try to stuff too much in there, which this thing can hold a surprising amount. And that's, I think, kind of bad because I kind of want to put more stuff in there. But as long as I keep it light, this thing is really comfortable and just out here birding and stuff. So I'm going to walk around a little bit more and see what I can see. And then I want to show you guys kind of just a quick little, like, what's in my bag for this type of session. And it's not much. So let's go see what else I can see. Hopefully there's some other warblers and stuff. We'll see. Okay. couple more decent bird shots. So this is a good shady spot, and camera lady's on a hill, so she's almost my height now.
Rude, I'm taller.
No, you're not. So I'll show you guys what's in my bag, and I'm gonna put down this guy. So I'm still rocking the R5 with the 1-500, just shoulder strap. Let me throw this guy down, set this guy down, and then I'll show you guys what's in my bag. All right, so I'm really digging these waterproof zipper bits here, but inside, the first thing, I've got it kind of just some batteries. This thingy is for there's some strappy bits on the bottom for a tripod, but I don't use that. And we've got some memory card slots there. But you guys might think this is a little bit of chaos or savage, but I actually don't have any dividers like right here. I just have the one because I've got my drone, my little mini drone, which is the Mini 3 Pro, which is fantastic, and this Pro controller, which I absolutely love. Never going back to phones. So, because we live in the desert. There you go. Camera lady's always getting the cameras dirty. Just a spare microphone. I always keep this with me no matter what I do, just in case my battery mics fail, and also if I want to do any ambient bird noises or whatever. Just some extra batteries. I brought this just in case, the 35 macro, just in case I wanted to do something wide, but or flowers or macro or anything like that, because this is a great little macro. But the real beauty of like these primes, like the 24 and the 35, is that they're so small and so light that I can keep them in here and not worry about it. And then the last most important thing for me is I got a knee brace in there, so just in case I need that, but there's not much. And then I've got the Peak Design capture clip here, like I mentioned earlier. This thing is proving to be quite handy if this is full. And then here on my belt, I've got the water. So the water last time I had in the bag because I didn't have the drone, but if this is full, then I always make sure, because I live in the desert, to have water. So I just clip that to my belt. Okay. Right back there with some javelinas, a whole pack of them, like coming right along the creek. I got one crappy photo and a couple crappy bits of video. I still see them. I see one of them right back there and right behind me. Javelinas are so cool. Well, didn't get too many more birds, but that's okay. So we're gonna wrap it up here though, because it's like in the afternoon, the sun is super high, really harsh, and the wind is picking up, supposed to be really windy today. But you know, I don't really care that I came out here more for the hike than the photography, and that's one of my goals for just like getting out more and increasing my potential photography. Because aside from like carrying too much gear and all of that stuff, I think going along with carrying too much gear, the problem is, at least in my head, is that like if I come out on a day like this, or if I go out anytime and I don't get like a really good shot, there's that pressure that I put on myself. And I think having all of that gear, going to all the trouble to pack all the gear and carry all the gear, and then of course for YouTube and the pressure of social media and Instagram and all of that, for me trying to get a shot, like all of that just kind of weighs down on me. And I think that lightening my gear will also lighten my mind or my mentality or whatever. My mental load. Camera lady coming in clutch with the right phrases. It'll lighten my mental load. And I think that'll go a long way for just helping me personally. Maybe you guys can relate to this, and maybe that's why I'm, talking about it, because, it's not really about the bag or the gear or anything. And again, this isn't sponsored, and I'm super thankful for Peak Design for reaching out and sending me some stuff and trying to help me out. with my situation. But after using this bag for a few days, I can tell you that I'm very comfortable right now. Keeping the stuff off my right shoulder is very good. And I've just been, the strap's really comfortable. It's really movable with this thing, being able to control the ups and downs of the strap, the strappy thing, this thing, the sling. But overall, you know, and I love that if I ever do get in any weather, like, you know, I'm going to Scotland in a couple of weeks, so I will be taking this with me for travel purposes, and also just, I'll probably be using it for some day hikes in Scotland because I'm going to be exhausted and I'm not going to want to do much. There's a bug on me. I'm not going to want to carry a bunch of stuff, so I think this is going to be very useful. And the fact that it's also like weather resistant, I'm looking forward to, not really looking forward to trying that out, but I'm glad that like my gear will be safe. So peace of mind. Camera lady coming in clutch again. That's like 2 times in a row with, she knows what's in here and it's kind of scary. But anyways, I'm happy with the bag. I'm happy with lightening my physical load, my mental load, and just being out today. It takes the pressure off. Hopefully I got a couple of good images, but just being out, exercising more, enjoying the beautiful place that I live, because I'm spoiled that I live here in New Mexico. All right, but that's it. If you guys have any questions about any of this stuff, this obviously wasn't a full review because I haven't used that much, but if you guys want to know anything specific about the gear, leave those in the comments below. If you can relate to anything that I said about the mental load and all of that kind of stuff, leave those in the comments below too, because it's good for the community, you know, like minds and whatnot. So I think we're gonna hike a little bit back there and see if I can see those javelinas one more time. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one pretty soon. I got one more video probably before Scotland, and then gonna have a bunch of Scotland stuff coming up. Very excited about that. So I'll see you in the next one. Let's go find some wild bacon. Javelinas are friends, not food.